welcome back to Consultant's Corner. My name is Rebecca Brizi. This is my corner. I am a consultant, and one thing I have to do every day is actually manage my day and tackle my day. When you start your consultancy, you sit at your computer and you do whatever you have to do. As business grows and things start to fall into place, you suddenly have clients you have to keep happy, more relationships you have to maintain, deadlines you have to meet, a calendar to manage, tasks that have to be addressed, understanding what you should prioritize, understanding where everything is. Every 6 months or so, I like to take a fresh look at how I'm managing all of the data and content that I have to maintain to do my job every day and make sure that it's organized correctly, that nothing's out of place. So do a cleanup, maybe some reorganization based on a shifting need or a new idea. That's what we're focusing on today. You've got all of this content, all of this data, all of these files, all of this information that you need to do your job. How do you keep it organized? First of all, what am I talking about in terms of data and information? I'm talking about things like client files, anything that pertains to a client, whether it's information about the client or reports and notes on the work you've done together. I'm talking about things like links to all the areas in which you work, like your mail and your social media and LinkedIn and all the different platforms that you might use or have to use. I'm talking about your own project management, so the things that you're working on for yourself, for your business, where do you manage that? All of the admin work that you have to do, where do you manage that? What systems do you use? What do you need access to? Where are you capturing that sort of information in progress? I'm talking about your own business development, your own marketing. Do you do content marketing? Do you do videos, etc.? Where do you manage all of that? The system I use for myself is that of dividing all of this information into work areas. I've managed my workspace into 4 work areas. The first one is daily work. This is mainly a list of links more than anything else, but these are the things that I must address or tackle daily. These are things like my email. I will check my email at least once a day. I'll probably check my email 2 or 3 times a day. I do not keep my email open all day long, but it is important to me to get to inbox 0 every day. So email is something I obviously have to look at every single day. Social media profiles are something that I have to look at every single day, Twitter and LinkedIn in particular. My calendar is something I have to look at every single day to make sure that I'm on top of things, to make sure also that I'm not overdoing my capacity based on whatever deadlines I have. What are those resources that you require every day to do your job? That's your daily work area. Have that contained, have all of that stuff really readily accessible and available. That is not something you want to have to click 3 times to get to. That should be right when you open your computer, right on a landing page, or maximum 1 click away. My list of meetings is a daily file. For every single meeting that I have, I do a meeting prep, I've got notes, I've got expected outcomes, I've got hopeful next steps. That is something I address every day because every single day I probably have at least 1 meeting. My second work area is the client's work area. This is where I keep organized files about all of my clients. I have active projects or active clients. I have archived, so things where projects are over. I have ongoing clients, slightly different in terms of how I manage them. Those are all folders. Within each folder, I have a project overview or progress overview, depending on what we're working on, so I can quickly go in and see exactly where we are with things, even if we haven't spoken in numerous weeks. And of course, I keep a list of all the reports that I send to my clients. After every single meeting, they get a report and any overview information about that client. Important things that are going to always be relevant to my work that I do with a client. So that is my client area. I determine what I need in order to serve each client, and that is its own area in my own file management. A third area is project work. These are things that I work on for my own business, not directly client related, that are finite. They have a beginning and an end. One thing that goes into this area is any presentation or public speaking that I do, because it's something that I have to work on now, but at some point will be over. It's a set period of time. So all of my speaking engagements or presentation engagements are in that folder. Occasionally, I have other projects that I might run with or try, or a collaboration I'm doing with somebody for something completely new. Anything that is project-based, that is finite in time, goes into that area. Here's where things start to get interesting though. One of the things I have in that area is my list of online courses. When I'm creating a new course, it goes into that area. I have a template for how I build and create each course, but it's in that project area because when I'm creating the course the first time, I know exactly where it's starting and ending. I want to have this much content. I want to have these teaching points, these deliverables in order for this course to be ready to go live. But my courses are never dormant, which brings me to the ongoing work area. This is the area for things that I do address regularly, but not daily. Examples of what goes in here are my blog. I will spend maybe a couple of hours working on a couple months of blog posts, prepare them all for publication and schedule them out. Certainly isn't something I'm addressing daily, and it isn't even something I'm addressing weekly. Ongoing work are things that have no end but are not daily. Now, you may recall when I was talking about project work, I said when it comes to my online courses is where it gets interesting, because online courses move from project work to ongoing work. I have a defined moment when a new course is ready to go live, but as I say, they're never dormant. They are dynamic, and I'm always adding to those courses. So at that point, they move into ongoing, and I can collect ideas for this is an additional lecture that's needed. This should have a worksheet. Students who connect with me on social media, on Twitter or LinkedIn, and are asking comments or saying the areas that they like, and also generally just going through them and realizing where something could use more information or requires an update. Daily, clients, project work, and ongoing work. In my project management system, I've got these 4 areas, and in my folder management system, I've got these 4 areas with any subfolders required, but I'm also mindful of the more something is daily, the more I need quick access to it. It has to be at a very high level. It can't be buried deep. That's how I make sure that I am collecting all the information and data that I need to do my job effectively, but also making it easily accessible and easy to manage. What are your work areas? They might be exactly the same as mine. I find that those are a good catch-all, but maybe there's something else that you use. Homework for today? Obviously, write your work areas. Think about what are all the different areas that you work in. You can create a lot of post-it notes, for example, or little index cards and spread them all around, and then start to group them together into what makes sense in terms of when you need access to that information, those links, those websites, those places, and how to group those together. Best of luck with that. Let me know how it goes as always, and I will see you back here at our next video. Bye now.